Welcome to Buffie and Crochet. This is a tutorial on how to make this granny square. We are going to do clusters in the corners just like we did in the last tutorial when we made this granny square. But then in between the corners we do double crochets. We do 3 double crochet, then 7 double crochet, 11 double crochet, and that's as far as we are going today. But you can continue this on and on. We're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds today. So before we get started, make sure that you have a hook. I'm using a 5mm hook because I am using this yarn. It is cotton yarn and it is a 4 medium and it calls for a 5mm hook. So that's what I am using. I have some scissors and I also have a darting needle to sew in my ends at the end. Okay. All right, I think these are very pretty. This one though is made in acrylic yarn, and it's still a 4 medium, so you can do it however you would like. Use whatever yarn that you want. It will work. Okay, let me find the end of my yarn and we will get started. Okay, so the first thing that you will want to do is make a magic ring. So you're going to lay your yarn across your 4 fingers and you're going to wrap it around your 3 fingers, crossing it on the top and grabbing it with your pinky. Now, I know that people make their magic rings different ways. This is just how I do it. So you're going to take your hook, go under the first strand of yarn, grab the next one, pull through and twist, and then grab that back yarn again and pull through that twist. There we go. And now we have a magic ring. All right, holding the magic ring, I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And I am going to make a cluster. I'm going to yarn over and go into the magic ring. I'm going to grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, and I'm going to leave these 2 on my hook. Then I'm going to yarn over, go into the magic ring, yarn over, pull through, grab the yarn, pull through 2, and I'm going to leave 3 on my hook. I'm going to do this one more time. Yarn over, into the magic ring, grab the yarn, pull through 2. Once I have 4 loops on my hook, I will yarn over and I will pull through all 4. And I'm going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4. And I am going to do another cluster. Yarn over, into the ring, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, into the ring, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, into the ring, yarn over, pull through 2. I have 4 loops on my hook. I want to yarn over and pull through all 4. And this time I will chain 2. I'm going to make another cluster. Yarn over, into the magic ring, grab the yarn, pull through 2, again, and again, and I have 4 on the hook, so I pull through, and I'm going to chain 4. And I will make another cluster. When there are 4 loops on the hook, I yarn over and pull through all 4. And you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and here are my 2 corners where the 4 chains are. I want to make a total of 8 clusters with 4 chain corners. So since I had a chain 4 here, I'm going to chain 2 here. And I'm going to do another cluster. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. There's 4 loops on my hook. Pull through all 4, chain 4. This will be another corner, and I will do another cluster to complete that corner. Four loops on my hook, pull through. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My last was a chain 4, so I'm going to chain 2. And I'm going to do another cluster. Until I have 4 loops on my hook, which is now, and I will chain 4. And I am going to pull this tight just to make it a little more manageable. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll do my last cluster, which will make 8. And I will chain 2. And after this chain 2, I will find the 3rd chain on this first chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll go in here, push through the stitch, grab the yarn, pull through, and I'm going to just slip stitch right there, and I am going to pull this tight. Okay, I'm going to slip stitch into this chain 4 corner. I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to do another cluster until I have 4 loops on my hook. And I'll chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and I will do another cluster in that same chain space, and then I will chain 2. Okay, now we are going to make 3 double crochet in this space. 1, yarn over into the space, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over into the chain space, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. There's your 3 double crochet. I want to chain 2, and I want to do a cluster in this chain 4 space. Remember, when you do a cluster, it's not a full double crochet. You only pull through the first 2. Then yarn over into the space, grab the yarn, pull through 2, yarn over, grab the yarn, pull through 2. I have 4 loops on my hook, so I'm going to pull through, and since this is a corner, I'm chaining 4, and I'm going to do a cluster in this same space. 1, 2, 3, which leaves me with 4 loops on my hook. chain 2, I'm back to a side. So in this chain 2 space, I want to do 3, place 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and then we're back to a corner, do a cluster, pull through 4, chain 4, another cluster in the same space. When there's 4 on the hook, pull through and chain 2. Okay. We're back to a side, so we're going to do 3 double crochet, full double crochets in this space. 2, 3, chain 2, and our last corner we will do 2 clusters. Cluster, have 4 on my hook, pull through, chain 4, and then my second cluster to make this corner. Now there are 4 on the hook, chain 2, and we have this one last side in this chain space here where I will put 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and I am going to count 1, 2, 3, and I am going to slip stitch. Put my hook in, grab the yarn, pull through, and pull through. Okay, so here we go. We have 1 round, and then this is round 2, so we're going to start round 3. And we're going to slip stitch into the corner to do that. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do a cluster. Okay, we have 4 loops on the hook. Grab the yarn and pull through and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we will do another cluster. Yarn over into the chain 4 space, grab the yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over into the chain 4 space, grab your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over into the chain 4 space, yarn over, grab the yarn, pull through 2. There are 4 loops on the hook, so I yarn over and pull through all 4 and chain 2. Very good. All right, so now we have a side. So on the side, let's look. What did we do? On this row here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 7 double crochet. So I am going to place 2 double crochet in this 2 chain space. Yarn over, full double crochets, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now we have our 3 double crochet here from round 2. On the tops of those, we are going to place a double crochet in the top of each one. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. Right through there. There's one. You're going to make sure that you go through both of these loops, not just one, but that you go under both of these loops with your hook. So, pull that tight again. Yarn over, go into the stitch, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through two, and then the next stitch, yarn over. So you have went into all three of those double crochet, and then in this chain 2 space we will put 2 more double crochet, which gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we will chain 2. And then we will work back into our chain 4 space with the cluster until we have 4 loops on our hook, which is now, and we'll chain 4. And then we do a cluster in the same chain 4 space, because that's how we make a corner. And I have 4 loops on my hook, and I'm going to pull through, and I'm going to chain 2. Okay, again, we're going to put 2 double crochet in this chain 2 space. We are going to put 1, 2, 3 double crochet, 1 on top of each of these 3 double crochet, and then we're going to do 2 in this chain 2 space. So here we go. 1, 2 in the chain 2 space, and right on the top of each of those 3 double crochet, well, I have gathered me a knot here, so let's hope I can fix it. There we go. There's 1, 2, and in the top of the third one, and that brings us to our chain 2 space. So I will do 2 double crochet, and I will chain 2, and that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With our chain 2, we will go into the next corner, making our cluster just like we have been doing, pulling through 4 and chaining 4, and then making another cluster into the same chain 4 space. When we have 4 on the hook, we yarn over and pull through all 4, and I'm going to chain 2. Again, I'm going to put 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space, and I'm going to put a double crochet on the top of each of these double crochet. If I'm going too slow for some people, I apologize. I just want to make sure everyone understands. And then into the next chain space, I'm going to do 2 double crochet. You can always speed through it if I'm going too slow for you. Okay, so I chain 2, and I have 7 double crochet, and I'm back to the corner where I'm going to do the cluster. Four on my hook, pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, another cluster in the same corner, 4 on my hook, pull through, chain 2. Okay, we're on our last side, So I'm going to do 2 double crochet in that chain 2 space, and I'm going to do 1 double crochet on the top of each of these 3 double crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, and now I'm going to do 2 in the chain space, in the 2 chain space. 1, 2, and chain 2. Okay, so now we're ready to close off this round. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, the 3rd chain, push my hook through, grab the yarn, pull through, and slip stitch it. Okay, so here we go. Isn't that looking nice? I know when we did this one, I only did chain 2 and chain 1. So you can see the difference that it makes if you do chain 4. The spaces make it more, I guess, definite. You can really cause it to stand out more. So this is just to show you the difference, depending on how you want to do it. Excuse me. Okay, let's make one more round. I'm going to slip stitch over, and I'm going to slip stitch into the chain 4 space, because I'm assuming that you would always want to start from the corner. I always want to start from the corner, so let's chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We have almost finished this granny square. Making a cluster. 3, 4 on the hook, and we pull through and we chain 4. And we do another cluster in this corner. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 with 4 on the hook, pull through all 4, and chain 2. Okay, so in the chain 2 space, just like in the other round, because this was round 1, round 2, round 3, we're starting round 4. Here's our chain 2 space. We will put 2 double crochet in this chain 2 space, and then on top of each one of these double crochet, we will double crochet into each one of those stitches, and then 2 more double crochet. So that will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 here, 9, and 2 here. So there'll be 11. So we'll have 3, 7, and 11 double crochet. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, and the top of each one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have the 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 more in this 2 chain space, which will be 11. 10, 11, chain 2. And we're back to the corner. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the space, grab the yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. yarn over, into the space, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 with 4 on your hook, you yarn over and pull through all 4. Going to chain 4, and I'm going to do a cluster again in the same space, and I am going to do that better. Let me get some more yarn. Yarn over, into the space, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, and the same thing again, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 4, and chain 2. So there's my corner, and here's my chain 2 space. So I'm going to put 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and then I'm going to put a double crochet on top of each one of these 7 double crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space, and chain 2. So I'm going to do another cluster. I'm going to chain 4. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, and another cluster. There's our 4, and chain 2. Okay, I'm going to put 2 in this chain space, 2 double crochet, and then I'm going to double crochet on top of each one of these double crochet, which will be 7 in each top stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 double crochet into the 2 chain space, which makes 11, and then chain 2, and then we will do our cluster, and we want 4 on the hook, yarn over, pull through, chain 4. Make another cluster to complete this corner. Yarn over and pull through all 4 and chain 2. And now we are going to complete our last side. So we do the same thing. 2 double crochet into this 2 chain space. We put a double crochet on the top of each one of these 7 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 more double crochet into this 2 chain space. 1, 2, and of course chain 2. And we're going to fasten off. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. Push through, grab the yarn, pull through, and slip stitch together. Isn't that nice? I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch here. I'm going to cut the yarn. Oh, these scissors are not very, there we go, very sharp. I'm going to grab the yarn, pull through, and pull it all the way through, and pull that tight. Okay. And I'm going to pull this center tight. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's sew in our ends. If you decide to make these granny squares so that you can make a blanket or a throw or whatever it is, I would recommend sewing in your ends with each motif. After you finish each square, I would sew in my ends, because if you wait until you have like 50 granny squares to sew in the ends, that is going to be dreadful to have to do all of that. Even though sewing in the ends is not fun, it's much better to do it one square at a time as you go, instead of having 50 or so and then trying to do it, because then you're going to be thinking, why did I do this to myself? Again, when you sew in your ends, just, go under some strands of yarn, push it through. I like to do it about maybe 3 times, in and out. That was 2. Let's do again. This will make 3. That should be plenty. And then cut the yarn at the base. And there you go. You have a nice granny square. I love that. I think it's beautiful. And here is the one we made before. You can see the difference. Well, one's bigger, but in this one I used all double crochet. In this one we used the granny square 3 double crochet. They're both very pretty. And here this one is in the white. Just depending on what you want, what you're looking for. And this one is cotton, and this one's acrylic. And it really doesn't matter. But if you are making something, try to use the same. If you're making a blanket, try to use either all acrylic or all cotton or whatever blend it is. Use the same, but you can use whichever you want. Isn't that nice? Those are beautiful. I just think that just adds so much extra. They need to be blocked, and then they would be gorgeous. Well, I hope that you enjoyed learning how to make this granny square. Again, I just used the hook that the yarn called for. And I used a darting needle and a pair of dull scissors, but you may want to have sharp ones. I enjoyed showing you how to make this. I hope you've had a great week. I hope to do a podcast next week to show you some things that I'm working on. I don't know if I'll have any things completed, but I'll be able to show you some things I'm working on. And I hope you will share and show me some things that you have made, or if you have any questions, please ask. Again, I appreciate you all. The comments that have been left, I thank you so much for commenting, liking the channel, subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Again, like I think I have said before, I don't really have anyone to share my crochet with, so I'm excited to get to share it with you all. And I hope that you all are excited as well. If you have questions, please ask me. I'm definitely not a master at this at all. I'm always learning. And if you're learning and you are stuck and you have a question, please ask me. I will help you the best that I can. And if I can't, I will find the answer for you. So again, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Go with God, be blessed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.